everyone, welcome back to my channel. It's Angela as always, and today I've got an exciting and really easy video for you to follow along with. So I hope that you're going to go grab your goodies and come and join me. So I have grabbed my signature. This is the signature, the first signature that I did. I have turned towards the back of my page here and I've got one of my little lace pages, and I'm going to show you what I've made here. Now this is just made with a single piece of paper, and I thought about it in the shower this morning when I was in there, and that's how I came up with this idea. So I love a one-page project, so I hope you're going to follow along. Let's take a look quickly at what it is. So we've got this lovely little image on the front, and I've layered that up with some bits and pieces which I'll share with you and take you along. You open that up, you've got a little pocket over here. I've put in one of my ephemera pieces from my Book Lovers Bliss Journal ephemera pack. We've got a little flippable tag pocket in the middle, one of those slimline ones. I've just made a tag from one of my Edith Holden pages, so that goes in the top there. Now it's always a struggle to get these back when I can't get my head underneath the camera. There we go. We turn that over, we've got another little pocket. You could even make this a writing spot as well, so a little tag going in there. And then I haven't stuck this down in my book quite yet, but I will be sticking it on those three sides there to make this a little side pocket. And that's just one of the little ephemera bits that I have stuck in from the kit over there. So that's what we're going to make today. Now I'm making two. This is the first one, and I'm going to make another one slightly different colors, and I'm going to put it into my other signature. So that's what I'm going to do today. Right, so let's move that one out the way. Right, so what do you need? Now I used the following. I used the other half of my mini page, so I used the first bit for that first one I've just shown with you. This is the big version of the page, and then you get the mini pages in the same journal page kit. So you can see I've used that piece for the first one. I've got this piece left over. I think I just cut off a very tiny bit for the middle, and that's what I've got, which I'm going to use in this one now. So you don't need this, you need one of these. That's just so you knew which page it was. Right, then you need one piece of paper. Now you can either have this double-sided printed or single-sided printed. I do have a single-sided one to share with you, and you can just cut out the pieces, which I'll show you when I get to that point. Now I've printed the lilac lovely roses pattern here, and on the underside I've done the lilac and pink spots on the other side. So that's what I've done there. So that's what you need as far as paper is concerned. Then you want to grab the following. So I have taken some of my fabric and I've made a fabric ruffle. So that's what that is, a little piece of lace. I've taken one of my scraps. So we're going to use one of these bits, and we use a lot of these, don't we? We collect a lot of these from when we're crafting, so I like to use these. I'm going to use that today. A couple of die cuts, I've got two there, a butterfly, some more die cuts. I've got 2 sentiments, 3 of my little fussy cuts from one of the background pages. I've taken my tab punch. It doesn't need to be this one. You can take any tab punch or just take a rectangular piece folded in half. I've just put an eyelet in it and a bow in it, ready to go. And then I've taken my flowers, paper flowers, and one of the buttons from my kit, and I've just sewn that all together, ready to go. All right, so that's what we're going to need as far as goodies are concerned. And then my ephemera bits, I've got a medium tag. I've made one from book pages with this long slimline tag. And then I've taken 2 of my altered postcards. I've sewn this ribbon onto the back there like that, just like it to pick up some color. And that one I don't need to do that. All right, so that's what you're going to need. That's everything you need, pretty much. As far as equipment goes, the usual, so your distress ink. I'm using a circle punch just to cut out a little thumb notch, but other than that, we're good to go. Right, so the first thing you want to do is you want to get your piece of paper and you want to fold it. All right, now I have made a little pencil mark here, so from the top to where I'm going to fold this to is 3/4 of an inch. All right, so that I think is about 2 centimeters. It doesn't need to be exact, but more or thereabouts. So I'm just going to fold over my piece of paper that far, like that. Okay, so as I said, about 3/4 of an inch. Take your bone folder like that. All right, so that's the first thing you want to do. Right, and then what we want to do is we want to doesn't matter which side really, but you want to take your ruler or something. I've got the board, which is in inches already, and you want to measure, again it's approximate, 2 inches, 2¼ inches. All right, so I've got that there like that. It's just to fold this back. So I'm going to, this is easier, and you make sure you get it straight. So I'm just taking my nail and I'm folding it at that mark, 2¼ inches. And I think 2¼ inches is 6 centimeters. Again, it doesn't really matter. This is going to be my pocket. All right, so I'm holding and making sure that that line is straight, and I'm just going to run my finger down there. Okay, there we go. So let's just make sure that this is going to be straight, and gosh, it is pretty good. It's pretty good. Right, so just slightly off there, but that's okay. Just use your bone folder now and run that across there like that. All right, so really easy. 3/4 down, fold it down, measure 2¼ in, or however big you want your slimline pocket to be, and that's what we need to do there. Right, now you want to open that up completely, and we want to measure 2 inches on the base here. Again, I'm going to use my pencil. That's why this board is such a handy tool. So I've got 2 inches here, and I've got 2 inches there. Yeah, and I am going to, again, I'm going to just take that at that point, line it up with the edge. Again, it doesn't have to be exact. These are just indications. Hopefully we've got 2 inches across the board. I've done slightly, oh, there we go, that's why. Measure it on the line, then you know. Okay, so that's pretty good, pretty good. It's probably a little bit more on this side, like that, but fractional. Yeah. Okay, take your bone folder and get that nice and burnished. So that's what you should have now. You've got a couple of fold lines there. This one's going to make your middle pocket. This, we're going to trim something off here now. So I'm going to use my scissors. I did use my knife before. I'm going to just draw. You want to cut this bit off and this bit off. So we're going to go along here. I'm going to draw it with my pencil so you can see, and do it to the left of that fold line, and then over here, and this one I'm doing to the right of the fold line. Okay, and then this bit over here, so we want to just join that up like that. So I've only drawn it so that you can see clearer where you need to cut. So you just want to cut where those drawn lines are, that's all. So I'm going to cut along there, cut along here. These are great scissors. If you're a person that struggles with your hands in any way, whether you've got carpal tunnel, arthritis, or anything that affects the strength of your hands, I recommend these scissors. The Fiskars. They're in my favorite tools list. It's just awesome. I think you get different blade lengths as well. Right, there we go. Keep that, you never know. Right, so that's what you're left with now. It does look strange, I know. Right, now what you want to do is you can go and what's the word I'm looking for? You can go and distress ink this. So I'm going to do that quickly, and I'll join you again. Okay, so I've, I nearly said greased it all up. I'm not making a turkey, but there you go. I've just distressed it up a little bit there, especially on here where I need to glue down the pockets so that, you know, once you glue them down, you can't really distress these bits. So just going to put a little bit of glue on this side here and one over there, so just like that, and then just stick that up like that, and the same with this bit over here. So just to make little pockets for ourselves and stick those down on the two sides. So there we go. Then we want to push that together again because this is our middle pocket, and I'm going to take that like that, hold it down on there, and fold this over. And I think while I've got it like in the position, just going to take that burn folder again and give that a nice burnish just so that it's creased. All right, now this is the inside of the pocket. So what I'm going to do is I want to take my glue. You can stitch it if you want, and go very close to the edge with this, because otherwise your tag won't get in here. So I'm doing this now so that I'll give it plenty time to dry. Here we go, and then I'm going to stick that down like that. All right, so while I've got it doing its thing there, this is where I want to take hold of my little bit of my mini page, and I want to get that stuck down on here. Now I'm being mindful of moving it slightly higher because I've got some bits that I want to put on there. So that would be our lace and other goodies. All right, so I want to do that, but then I also want to take this tab. You don't have to do this. This is just my decorative plans. And I'm going to just put some glue over there, and I want to just attach that to this corner here like that. All right, now I want to get this whole thing stuck down. Oh, I've just had lunch with my son. Made me lunch. It was absolutely delicious, but very burny. But I've just recovered after drinking a big glass of water, and he made me a chicken wrap with Mexican rice. It was like smoked barbecue. He put 2 Scottish bonnet chilies in it, which had 4 chili pictures for hotness. I thought, oh my gosh, what am I letting myself in for? He chopped up red peppers and put that with the chicken and onions and everything, and wrapped it up. And then he put it in the air fryer and toasted it. Oh gosh, do you know how nice it was? I think half the niceness was what he made, which is really tasty, and the other bit was that someone else made it, not me. I think that's part of it. But it's really nice to have your kids make you something for a change. So well done, Ross. Okay, I've taken my little ruffle here and my little lace. I was wanting to put this at the bottom, but I don't want to cover too much of my flowers. So let's just see if I'm going to put both or one or what. Now I wanted it because I wanted to add some color, but it might just be too much. Maybe I should do it like that. Yeah, okay, we'll get to that. And then I've got 2 of my little die cuts. So this is like the nice teal aqua color, and this is like a nice lavender color, and I'm going to put these at the top here. So we're going to have, I think I might make that a bit shorter and this one a bit longer, something like this. So I'm going to get those, or maybe we do it that way and that way. That's better. So I don't want to exceed the side here. So anything that sticks over the side, I'm going to end up trimming. Otherwise you won't be able to open it very well. So let me do that quickly. Stick this down and possibly this, and I'll join you back here shortly. Okay everyone, I have stuck these on. I ended up not putting on the ruffle. I thought it was going to detract too much from everything. I'll keep that for maybe the page when I add it on. So that's where we've got today. I've just added those two on, and I've trimmed off the bits that were sticking off the side. There was just a couple of leaves, and I've put this on here. We are going to put the flower on here, and I thought that was more than enough going on. So we can get that stuck on there, and while I'm waiting for this to dry, I can share with you quickly what to do if you've only got a one-sided printed page, all right? Because I have prepped something just to show you how I did that. Okay, so we've got that there. So hopefully that'll stick down. Now what I did here is, if you've only got a single sheet of paper, and you'll end up with your printed bit like that, but on the other side it'll be white. So what you need to do is the same thing, glue and everything, stick the pockets up. And then what I did was, I cut out the color that I wanted to use as if it was double-sided printed. So you can go and stick that over there. You can go and stick that over there, yeah? And then on this piece, you can go and cut a piece out and stick that over there, and it would work look just as beautiful, and give you a stronger page and pockets as well. So just wanted to share that with you. Don't be dismayed if you say, oh, I don't have a printer, or you know, I can't do double-sided printing. There you go. Right, so we've got this all in place, and we've got this ready to go now. So what I wanted to do with the strip of paper is use this as a decorative strip, and I'm trying to keep this pretty flat. So it's just a case of going up to the edge that you want and making a mark. And then on this side, I'm going to do the same. So I'm just going up to that mark and then go like that. And it's like a type of a washi tape, isn't it? So keep all these strips. I mean, I love scraps. I mean, I like the challenge they offer me. That's what I like about it, to come up with something and use them. So, you know, you just can't go wrong. So yeah, I encourage you to put a pile of them in front of you and see what you can make with them. That's the challenge, and it's fun. Right, on this side here now, we will just take this. We're going to use it as a little decorative piece on this side. So let's just get that sort of in the middle, this way. And we get that over there like that. And we're going to do the same on this side. So really easy. Yeah, so Ross made me lunch, as I said, and on Saturday last, we made a nice peppermint tart together, which was lovely. And quite addictive. I don't know if you've had peppermint tart with mint chocolate, a tin of caramel, which is cooked caramel from condensed milk, and a tub of cream for the filling. You whip up the cream, fold in the caramel, and add a big slab of the chocolate, mint chocolate, and then you put that into a biscuit base and set it in the fridge. Oh my gosh, really lovely. All my bad habits coming out today. Right, so I've got two little sentiments here. This one I'm going to stick over here, and I love this. Happiness is reading in bed. Gosh, isn't it just? It's one of my favorite things to do, especially in winter with a nice cup of tea, or if it's the morning, I have a cup of coffee in the morning first and then tea for the rest of the day. And I do love reading in bed. I just think you can't go wrong. You see, and here comes the coffee, which I'm going to add up to this little page. Right, so let's get that down. So these are just the little fussy cuts that come from those background pages, and I love using them as little elements to decorate my pieces with. So there's the one. On this side, I have got this one. It says, "A book is a dream that you hold in your hands." Noel Gaiman. That is true. It is a dream, and they transport you to all the places of the world. Lots of exciting happenings, as you all know, because most of you read like I do. Just love it. Right, so I'm going to stick that down there. And I think on this one, I'm going to put the cookie that goes with the coffee. How's that sound? Can't go wrong with that. So yeah, we're making one of these for each of our signatures. Let's just turn it at an angle. There we go. How quick and easy was that to decorate? Right, now for this little bit here, I want to make a little thumb notch. You don't have to. And if you don't have a punch, just go and take like your glue bottle or something like that with a round base. So something like that, you can put that there and draw around it and cut it out with your scissors. That will work as well. Okay, so I'm going to just do this. And then really quickly, I'm going to stick down these little bits. So these are the little die cuts that I said I wanted to add here. And I've got a little butterfly as well. So really easy. Yeah, the weather's turned cold here at the moment, I will tell you. I think we're having a second winter. I thought spring was on the way. But to be fair, I haven't seen any new shoots on my lovely tree in the garden. So it is bitterly cold today and I refuse to put the heating on. I've turned it off last week and I've decided that's it. So it's lots of blankets and my big oodie, which goes to my knees. That very furry top, which will be going on the minute I'm finished filming because it's quite bulky and knocks everything over. So yeah, not good when you're filming. But yeah, that's definitely, it's like a furry blanket that I'm wearing and love it. Keeps me very warm. I recommend it. I think I got it on from Amazon. I did, and I did put it on my favorite tools because I've had my use out of that this year, that's for sure. I saw my son's bought himself an electric blanket, so he must obviously be feeling cold. But he has his own place, so that's all right. It's not my electric, it's a fitting. That sounds tight, doesn't it? Yeah. But I was speaking to somebody yesterday that said, you know, in our parents' day, and this is true because I've asked my mum, they didn't turn the heating on because they probably didn't have the pennies to put into the meter. So, you know, and I know when I grew up, there was no heating where I was. We had to dress up warmly or use a blanket. So I'm surviving. I'm surviving. Right, so we've got our little pocket there, pocket there, pocket there. We're going to make this into another pocket and we've decorated the front. How quick and easy was that? We've got a little ruffle which I might actually add to the page as a bit of decoration. So I just want to grab my book page quickly. Let's do that. All right, so here is the book page. Move that down a bit. And it's quite plain. So I think what I will do is I'll just grab my little stencil here, and I'm not going to do anything fancy. I'm actually just going to use my Distress Oxide here. I'm going to use a bit of that and my brush. I'm going to just line that up there, and just on this side over here and on the edge, I'm just going to run my brush over there. Let's see. Yeah, it's subtle, very subtle, but that's what I want. Okay, so we've got that done, and now we want to stick this down over here. So this is in the second signature, the one with this sort of thing on the front, I think. Yeah. Okay, so I've just moved that out. This is towards after the halfway mark on this tea stained page, so I'm going to get that stuck down there. There's the middle, so that's all right. So let's pick that up, and we want to just get some glue on the side here. I'll run it down the middle so that it doesn't go underneath, and we want to get it over there like that. Yeah, we want to stick that down just like that. There we go. You can lift it up and just press that down with your fingers. Right, so that might look quite cute. I might do it shorter, I don't know. I'll have a little think about that. And then it's just a case of putting in all your bits and pieces. So let's just put this back together quickly. like that. And over here, I'm going to take this and I'm going to put that just like that, and see, that looks really nice with that neutral base. Then my very long tag, this one, I love this. This is going to go in here, so hopefully I can feel where it needs to go, because no, maybe not. I need to turn it so I can see. It is like this when you haven't opened the pocket yet, isn't it? But I will get it right. Once you've done this once, it's sort of all right, you know. Right, so we've got that there. So that's a nice little flip pocket. And then we have got our little journal card like that. So I think I will put that in there. Perfect. And then our little typewriter tag. Bring in a little bit of black, which I love. And that one's going to go over there. And there we go. All right. Need to put a book on this. I like that. I really do. Love all the ribbons sticking out the top there as well. Okay, guys, there we have it. And here's the other one. I hope that you've enjoyed that. I'll go and stick that into the other signature as well. Those are our little projects for today. I think this is going to look great in here, but I might actually make it a bit shorter. Probably this end, or maybe I'll just put it over here. That looks good, and it picks up beautifully. Okay, that's our little project for today. I hope that you've enjoyed it. It was fun having some time with you. Go and do something that you really enjoy. It's just the weather for eating nice food. That's why I'm talking about food today. But go and try this. I think that you're going to have fun with it, and you can do it with a single sheet of paper and really easy. All right, go and have a fab weekend. I will see you on Sunday with a quick little project. So stay well and take care, and goodbye.